We now welcome on to the show a very special guest. He's a current Tennessee Volunteer, about 10 days away when we record this from opening day for Tennessee baseball here in 2025. It is a guy from Jefferson City, Tanner Franklin. How you doing tonight, man?
Doing good. How y'all doing?
Good, good. So, Jeff City, what's your favorite Jeff City staple?
Um, I'd have to say the hoagie shop.
Oh, okay. Is it
Okay.
still there?
It is. They've moved
Okay.
locations, but they're in downtown now.
Okay. Ooh.
So
I,
yeah,
I'm in. I was planning for you to go another way. I heard another answer at one point. Tell me about Lisa's Country Kitchen.
I
Talk
think
to me about that.
that's probably the best just country restaurant. It's about a minute and a half from my house,
Okay.
and it's just home cooking. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Lisa's
It is the
rocks.
best.
It's amazing.
Yeah. One time, my wife was like, "Hey, I'm just like wanting some country, like some good country food," and I was like, "I know a place," and we
Yes.
went there in college a lot. So, um, that's awesome. So, no pals.
Pals is up there, but I
Okay.
think Lisa's in the hoagie shop take it.
Gotcha.
I
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm a big Pals fan, but I think that's totally fair. The first time Landon took me to, he went to Carson Emmons, so he was up in Jeff City for
Hmm.
a few years. He took me to Lisa's. I was like, oh, because those places you just never know. Sometimes they're good, and sometimes they're tough. I One of the best meals I've ever had. So
That
It
that's a
is.
fried
great
okra is
choice.
gas.
Fried mac and cheese is a sleeper
Mm.
though.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yep.
oh yeah.
So yeah, appreciate you coming on and taking the time, and I'm sure you got a busy schedule. We got you following up the Tony Vitello. We had Tony Vitello on last week, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for you to follow him up, but yeah, big shoes to fill. What was kind of like? I know you got your Tennessee career started when you got that phone call from Tony Vitello in Omaha. What was that feeling like to get that phone call?
Uh, I was really hoping on it. I was really hoping it was going to happen, and the Lord kind of set that up, and it was awesome to see his name pop up on my phone, and I was very grateful for that phone
So
call.
was there a lot of noise in the background, or was he kind of like trying to be quiet, or was he kind of letting you, was it all part of the plan of just kind of letting you get in that feeling of him being in Omaha?
I think that was his plan. It was
Okay.
there was a lot of music blaring and BP going, but
Yeah. He's a head
uh,
coach, but he's always been a recruiter.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Well, I know you went to Kennesaw State, obviously out of high school. Did you Was this path in the back of your mind, or was it the forefront in your mind? Were you like, I want to? Because I know, talk about that, I guess, a little bit, and maybe not quite SEC ready. You're still, I think you described it as kind of coming into your own still as you got out of high school. So was this in the forefront, or was this kind of, hey, if everything works out, it works out?
It was always the dream for me to play for Tennessee and be able to put on the orange. And like I said, I was hoping that phone call happened, hoping I
Yeah,
had got the opportunity, and it was kind of crazy how it all worked out. But um, yeah, coming out of high school, I don't think I was ready to take that step going into the SEC. And now that I've kind of matured through my first years of college, I feel like I'm more than ready to take on that challenge.
So out of high school, was there like what other schools kind of recruited you?
There was Lipscomb, MTSU, Walter State, just kind of local
Hmm.
Tennessee schools, and that was mainly the ones that reached out.
Okay.
what
Gotcha.
what ended up being what was it about Kennesaw State that got you there?
At that point in time in my life, I felt like that was where God wanted me to be, and I just trusted Him and went along with it. And then after those 2 years, He kind of told me, "Hey, let's take a different path." So trusted Him
Yeah.
again, and here I am.
Yeah, I
When
mean,
you,
obviously, it's a great choice to end up at the dream school, and like you said, being a local guy, it just makes sense. So I mean, yeah, that obviously was the path. So that's awesome.
yes, sir.
When you entered the transfer portal, I mean, obviously, like you were hoping Tennessee was going to give you that call, but were you just like wanting a better opportunity, or kind of what was the thought process entering the portal?
I really wanted Tennessee to reach out. They were kind of the top dog on my list, but I was open to just hearing everyone's kind of sales pitch, and I was just trying to find the right fit for me at that point.
Sure.
And I was very happy that Tennessee.
So as soon as they called, it was over, right?
Well, I wanted it to be, but all my parents and all my friends, and then all my like support system are kind of like, just pray about it, just kind of take your time with it. Don't jump the gun just because you want to go there. Like,
Right.
make sure it's the right fit for your future, and it was. So
no, that's smart. Did you take any other visits? Was there anybody else to go check out?
I didn't take any visits.
Oh, okay.
I was up playing summer ball in
already
Massachusetts, so it was a little tough for me to buy that plane ticket and fly out and all that. So.
How what other teams kind of reached out to you?
There was Vanderbilt, Florida State. Oh, I know. Yeah. But
do you see that 615 number and just silence it real quick? Just no, don't need that. I would have respected it. I would have. I mean, and they have to understand it's a national championship team. They didn't.
Yeah.
You got to go where the success is at.
Absolutely.
You didn't want to play against Tennessee. That just.
Oh, I think my grandfather, he'd kill me.
If he had to wear that Vanderbilt colors, he definitely would have.
He told me when I was in high school, he was like, I will never put on Florida blue or Vanderbilt gold. He was like, those are two things I'll never put on my body. And I was like,
it's a good man.
It is. Man. Great man.
Who's your favorite Tennessee player growing up? Yeah, any sport, just being a Tennessee fan.
I'm gonna have to go probably Todd Kelly Jr.
Okay.
Okay.
I liked him a lot.
Okay.
So.
What about and kind of local kid too? What about like on your way home? You said you live close to Lisa's. Are you a 11E guy or are you a interstate guy?
I'm more of a back road guy.
Okay.
I just kind of like to weave in and out. Go over Piedmont Mountain.
Okay. So you avoid Newmarket altogether.
Well, I go over Piedmont Mountain to get through Newmarket.
Okay.
So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. You take an even different route.
I do. Yeah.
So that's a slow drive home, and I have no question exactly about your velocity other than how sick does it feel to just throw 99 miles per hour.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun knowing I can just kind of let it rip, and there's not a good chance of that other guy hitting it. So.
What is I mean, you kind of like in high school, what was kind of the velo at, and how's it grown? Progressed until now.
In high school, I was just kind of like 88, 90, and it was kind of like I had more in the tank, but I didn't know how to like unlock it yet.
Yeah, put over the plate a little bit too.
Yeah. And then I got to Kennesaw, and it was like the first month there. I threw a bullpen. I hit like 91, and I was like, heck yeah, let's go. In a bullpen, especially, I was fired up. Then we played Team Canada in like a little fall scrimmage. It was this little travel team that was coming through and playing colleges, and all of a sudden I'm sitting 96, 97, and I was like, what the heck is going on? But I was all in for it. It was just like a couple days, and boom, velo jumped. I don't even know what I did, but
you just feel like
I want whatever you're eating. That's what I want.
Do you view that as just like a college program, weight program, strength and conditioning? I mean, is that what you have to credit it to, or is that just simply some guys have it and some guys don't, and you found it?
I think it was a little bit of the strength program playing into it, but thinking back, I think it's just everything got on time that day. And it was like everything clicked, and then it was just kind of like fireworks out of my hand. So
that's awesome.
When did you kind of like realize like, hey, I have the stuff to be at this level? Was it when you're at Kennesaw, or did it kind of form when you're in the Cape as well?
I would say it started my second year at Kennesaw, where I kind of gained some confidence, and I was like, okay, like these hitters don't want to face me because of the stuff I have. And I was like, I just got to kind of buy into that. and I carried over this summer and had a real good summer, and bringing it over, brought it over this fall, helped me out, and now I'm set up pretty good for the spring. So
Heck yeah. So what other pitches do you throw?
I throw a cutter, a curveball, and a splitter.
Okay. How do you throw your how do you line up the cutter? I'm interested.
Oh, I've got a ball right here, so I can.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
It's
This is awesome.
It's basically just like if my four seam's like this, just normal, straight up.
Okay.
All I do is turn my fingers like that and throw a fastball on the right edge of the ball.
Okay.
Just throw it just like
So
a
you throw
fastball.
the 4-seam 99?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then cutter's about 89, 91, 92. You can get
Okay.
up there a bit. So
What's that curveball at?
about 80, 83, I'd say.
Okay. Is that
It's
your
kinda like
second pitch, or is your cutter your second pitch?
Cutter's my main pitch right now. I mean, I can
Okay.
put that thing anywhere.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's kind of my
Yeah.
go-to. And curveball's like a strike stealer, swing and miss.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a
In the dirt.
bigger breaking pitch. A lot of speed difference there. So
Okay.
What's the favorite then? I guess it's probably throwing just heat, right?
yeah, that's my favorite thing to do. But I would
So
say
yeah, take it. Go next. What's your next favorite pitch then?
I'd go cutter because
Okay.
from what I've been told from hitters, it's kind of invisible and it looks just like the fastball, and then all of a sudden just breaks off, misses a bat. So that's fun to just kind of throw in the zone, just see guys swing over it, and they're like, "What in the world was that?" So,
have you ever kind of like, this is something you could do. I guess I'm giving you an idea. Have you ever been to like the Smokies game where they have like how fast you can throw and just like gone up there like just a normal guy and just rip 95, see what happens?
But to be fair, before you answer, to be fair, he is 6'5". Like I think when he walks up, like it's nice past normal at that point.
Yeah,
That's
maybe you wear like a
right?
hoodie or something. I don't know. Maybe just all camo. Maybe
some glasses. I'll put some glasses.
Yeah. You gotta like, yeah. You could be like Chad Powers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. So you get on campus. Like, was there a time where you're like, no offense to Kennesaw State, but was there a time where you're like, man, these guys are a little different? And to be fair to Kennesaw, like Tennessee hasn't always been to what they are right now. It took a little bit to get there, but right now there's a different kind of talent than there has been. So was there any point in time where you're just like, man, it's a little different over here?
I would say it's probably day one. It was
Day one.
Walking in, got first day of lifts, and I was like, these guys are just beasts.
Yeah.
I was like, these guys have a different mindset, like going about their everyday tasks. I mean, whether it's like team stretch, it's still a competition in team stretch.
Who was the main one that you're just like, that dude's a freak?
I mean, Marcus Phillips got to be top of the list there. I mean, I walked in, I was looking eye to eye to him, and I was like, you are just huge.
Do y'all ever go toe to toe so you can throw faster?
I think he's getting me a little bit, but
okay,
we'll see in season. I think
okay. Well, and you're just a junior too. You got another year too.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to have another year, but you could if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
What has that experience kind of been like? You come into not only a championship winning team, but a championship culture. I mean, they seem to have everything just clicking right now as far as culture goes. What has that been like? Not only finding your identity within the team, but also this team finding its identity is, like we said, just 10 days away from opening day.
I think we're a team full of competitors that are going to do anything it takes to win, and I think that's what I think is going to push us over the top this year. Just being there for each other on and off the field, and just encouraging each other. Like, say someone has a bad outing, like the whole team's going to pick them up. No one's going to push them aside. Like, it's fun being a part of a team of winners that every day you have to fight. It's like a game of survival, and the fittest are going to win. And that's what everybody's pushing everybody to that point. So,
yeah, I think accountability, comes with a lot of that. So who was the player that gave up the bomb to Alberto Espuna today?
Oh, God.
That was a freshman Stratton Scott.
Poor guy. Yeah, just got
Had to be the
thrown in there.
freshman though.
Yeah.
Had to be.
Yeah.
It's like this guy's 45.
Grown
he just got
man.
here. Yeah.
Couple quick questions for you. What's the walkout song? What's playing over the speakers when you come into the game?
I'm going Iron Man by Black Sabbath.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
rock guy.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. What would be like a second? What would be your walkout for? Like, would it be the same if you were batting? Would you have a different one?
My one batting that I had in high school was I Got Mine by the Black Keys.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a good one. And then, yeah, I'd say probably those. I'd say that'd probably be the hitting one. Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of hitter were you in high school? Do you show Elander the tape every once in a while? Just maybe like accidentally be watching it when he walks by and remind him? Are you trying to get in that bat?
I actually went to a camp there in high school, and I didn't plan to hit that day. I just planned to come in and throw. And then all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, come on, let's go hit." And I was like, "All right, I'll get up there." And I was trying to put the ball in the river. I was swinging as hard as I could. I mean,
well, we got to get you. We tried it with Xander Seacrest last year. We tried to get him an at bat, so we'll have to try our best to get you one.
Hey, I'm all for it.
Yeah, two-way player Tanner Franklin. You heard it here.
The next Shohei.
Yeah. What who's been like the toughest hitter for you to face since you've been at Tennessee?
I have my best battles with Dean Curley.
Dean Curley. Okay.
Yep.
All-American.
I think it's probably like a 12 pitch at bat every single time. It don't matter. I mean, it does not matter what the situation is.
Do you ever tell him like you're a preseason All-American? That doesn't really mean much right now. No. I mean, we always talk smack, and we'll be like, "Who's going to win it today?" Every time we're on other teams, we're like, yeah.
We're always. I tell him, I'm like, I'm going to challenge you first pitch. I was like, I'm going to try to get you out. So I'm going to throw this. I'm going to throw this thing down the middle
and see if he can hit it.
Yeah, he takes it every time. It makes me so mad.
I love it.
Well, who gets the best of who then? Like who? So is it even right now, or do you think you got the lead? You got the lead. Who's got it?
I'm up one on him. Last scrimmage,
Okay.
I got him out twice. So,
Okay.
Yep. So
how many more scrimmages do y'all have?
I think we just have 3 more coming up.
3 more. Okay.
Yeah, on the weekend.
So plenty of time.
Oh yeah, plenty of time to have a couple more battles with him. So
that's awesome. Who are some other guys that are difficult to get out?
Reese Chapman's been a good challenge for me.
Okay.
Cannon Peebles is a good one too. Those 3 are kind of on top of my list of guys. They're just tough outs.
Mm-hmm.
So
who's been the best guy like in the field that's had your back so far? Do you have Hunter Inslee out there in center field, just catching some of those that should be doubles?
Yeah, he actually last scrimmage I jammed a guy. I can't remember who it was, and I thought it was going to drop. It was just like right behind the infield, and right when it came off the bat, I was like, "Come on, man!" Like I just blew that guy up. And here comes Inslee sprinting in, dives, catches it. I've never been happier in my life. That was awesome.
What about? There's a lot of talk of Tennessee. They look at the home run list and they call it they're talking about how that's the hitter's park and that's why Tennessee's so good. And they forget that Tennessee's got to pitch there too. Have you learned that the hard way? That you're like, hey guys, please don't forget I'm the one throwing in this park more often than not.
I have learned it. I think 2 or 3 times this fall or this past fall. So yeah.
What would you rather give up, like a wall scraper or an absolute tank?
I mean, I don't even want to see it land. If I throw it and he hits it, I want to make sure he got all of it. Those wall scrapers hurt the heart, man.
Yeah, Xander Seacrest said the same thing. I think that might be in consensus with all pitchers.
Absolutely.
Just let it fly.
I don't know if there's any pitcher I know of that'll be like, yeah, I wish there's one that just kind of went like that right there.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Tough pill to swallow. What's up with the the whatever numbers. You got like a 36 at Kennesaw State, and then you got number 50 at Tennessee. Well, do you just like having just odd numbers, or what's that about?
I'm just taking what I'm given and rolling with it.
Because in high school you're like 20, right?
Yeah, I was 20 in high school, and I think I was 20 in all summer balls I played or something like that. But
okay,
so is 20 the number if you went and picked right now?
Yeah, if it were up to me, it'd be 20. But
okay,
I'm not. It's not that big of a deal to me.
50's kind of close. You got the 0 in there.
Yeah.
Have you put on the 5-0 yet? Does it feel good? Does it?
I have. It feels just as good as I dreamed it was. So,
what's your favorite uniform?
Smoke grays probably.
Okay.
Those are nice. I love them.
Any new jerseys?
There's rumors of them.
Wow, that was a great answer.
Yeah, this guy's been coached.
Yeah, wow. Is Ross Kivett behind the computer right now?
Yeah.
I think he's hiding in the other room listening.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I like that. Talking about feel, how does the those bullpen chairs feel? They look pretty sweet. Those NASCAR seats, they rock.
They're very comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah. Do y'all have a heater back there?
I think so, but they're doing construction over there, so we're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. It looks pretty good so far.
Who's going to be the bullpen coach this year? Because it was Richard Jackson. Who's the new guy?
I believe it's going to be Josh Reynolds this year.
Okay.
And probably Kirby helping out too. So.
Okay, I forgot about Kirby.
Yeah.
Kirby's got to be in the dugout though. He's too much of a face.
I know.
You can't just have him hiding out there.
Yeah, I know. He's got to be where the cameras can find him at all times.
Yeah, you might get a lot of anybody back there might get a lot of FaceTime if Kirby's there. If he's in the bullpen, that camera will cut to the bullpen.
I might just have to follow him around so my family can see him all that.
What game would you rather come into? You're late, in relief or closing? I don't know. Down 2, up 2. What would you prefer?
Obviously the up 2, have a little cushion.
Okay.
You just go in there and just know you're going to win the game, no doubt.
Okay.
Just get it done. So
you got some wiggle room too, right? I mean that.
Yeah, I mean
one run doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, that never hurts. But going in there with confidence and knowing you aren't going to give up any helps too. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Have they kind of told you, like, I mean, obviously you kind of know your role a little bit, what it's going to look like. Have they given you like, hey, this guy kind of had the same role at Tennessee and you could have that same kind of blueprint?
They've kind of compared a little bit to Dolander and how he came from a mid-major and found himself. And I don't know if mine will be in the starting role or not, but just kind of finding himself, finding that confidence and just going out there and here's my stuff, deal with it. So that's what I'm kind of on.
Are you more like a couple innings, or are you more just like, hey, if you need me in the second inning, hey, throw me in there and I'll go 8?
I mean, I don't want him to take the ball away from me, so I'm gonna go as long as they let me. Try to help the team win a little bit. So
okay,
I like that. What's speaking of Dolander, and I'm sure a big part of it was for him. I'm sure it was for you too. A big part of coming to Tennessee was Frank Anderson. What's that been like to be able to work under him and then building that relationship been like this fall?
It's been awesome. I mean, every day it's positive. It's uplifting. I mean, it's kind of like a pitcher's dream, just knowing you're with the best and he's not going to overcomplicate anything and he's going to keep it simple the way you can understand it. And that's kind of how I work. So
was it crazy to find out what he actually looks like underneath his hood that he wears all the time?
No. I've gone before. He loves that hood though. He loves it.
Oh yeah. I know he's probably got 2 on right now. This time, well, maybe today he probably just had on 1, but before that, I'm sure he had plenty.
Oh, we were sitting there in practice and he had it up and we were like, I was like, Marcus, he is just dripping under that thing. I mean,
gotta be.
He's sweating bullets under there.
That's funny. Yeah, he's cutting weight, I guess.
I guess he's on cut. I don't know.
So have you, like, obviously you've been in the weight room with Q. Have you seen kind of any changes in your body so far?
I have. I think I'm about 10 times more athletic than I was in the past, but Absolutely. I think I've gotten a lot stronger and just a lot more mobiler, I guess. I guess that's how you'd say it. A lot more mobile. So
10 times more athletic, huh? I'm not. You send me your workouts.
I don't know how he'd like that,
but so we talked about favorite spot to eat in Jefferson City. What's the been the go-to spot in Knoxville?
A team favorite, just kind of post practice, Dos Bros. That was a good one. And then my personal favorite, if I'm going to just go get a burger and hang out, it's probably Stock and Barrel.
Oh,
those are two great choices.
Very good.
Yeah.
So you think Stock and Barrel is the best in Knoxville? We're gonna have me and Caleb kind of have this debate a little bit.
I mean, I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
I've gone, so
have you had a bridged yet?
I've not yet.
Okay.
I think I have in the past. It's been a while, but
okay.
I don't think I've had one as of recent.
Well, you go there, and then we'll compare a little bit later in the season. How about that?
All right, that sounds like a plan.
Okay.
What's my last question?
Okay.
Obviously, I'm sure you're excited to don the orange and white and Lindsey Nelson. What's another park, maybe in the SEC or maybe it's going down to Houston early in the year? Where are you most excited to go play in?
I'd probably say Houston because I've never played in a big league park, and I think that'd be cool to experience it. Yeah. Kind of get down there and see how it's like. I'm fired up for that one.
Did y'all have any big like road series while you're at Kennesaw State?
I think we had Kentucky, Clemson. Clemson was pretty cool.
Okay.
Only because you had to play in the outfield. You didn't have to risk.
Yeah,
that ditch or whatever.
I mean, what is that?
I don't know. Zane Denton kind of enjoyed it, so
he did.
My last question is: we do our homework on this podcast a little bit. I saw an interview that you did in the Cape, and you had a bubble machine. Do you still have that bubble machine?
I do.
Okay.
It's back at home. They gave it to me after that one. They're like, "Yeah, I think this is yours now."
Okay.
Like, I'll take it if you want me to.
Perfect. So next time we'll do the bubbles on the show. I think that'll be a good intro.
Yeah, I'll set it up on my desk. They'll be raining down.
Awesome. Well, Tanner, we appreciate your time, man. This was awesome. Looking forward to seeing you and the Vols get back on the field on Valentine's Day. And good luck this season. Looking forward to it.
Thank you. Thank you all for having me. It was a blast.
Yeah, absolutely. Go Vols.
Absolutely. Go Vols.